Jimmy's somewhere else.
Jimmy? Oh, yeah, Jimmy's not here.
Yeah. It is the halfway point of the week. The first half of the week is over. It sucked. We're over it. It is the midpoint of the week, which means it's Metal Summit night. It is the fat fucking 5-0 of the Metal Summit, our 50th episode here of the show. As always, we are your island of misfit toys. We got Psycho Steve. We got Jason. We got Angel. We've got the Bobby Dreyer. I'm Jay. And before I bring in our guests, I do want to send a little bit of love out there to one of our Metal Summoners, one of our beloved fans, Kim Sullivan, who did come down with COVID, unfortunately. Ooh. She is, from what I hear, planning to tune in with us tonight. So, Kim, if you're with us, please let us know how you're doing. You know, we love you. We appreciate all the support and love that you've given this show and sticking with us, being one of our loyal Metal Summoners. So, girl, we want to send out our love, our prayers to you, girl, and how much that we care about you. And now we do want to bring in our friends, fellow now officially TMS alumni of this show. You're not going to be able to get rid of us that easily, guys, but thank you so much for joining with us. From New York City, we have Wildstreet.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello.
We've got Locke, we've got Eric, and we've got Dominic. Thank you guys so much for joining us this evening, spending some of your time with us, and we'll jump right into it. Set it off. Next week, your next single comes out. Tell us about it. You got the album coming out shortly on your record label. The floor is yours, gents. Let us all know about it.
Ooh-wee.
All right. So Set It Off comes out February 15th on Spotify, Apple Music, you know, all the other streaming services. And good news for Wildstreet fans. In May, Wildstreet 3 will be out. And yeah, Wildstreet 3 is Wildstreet now, really.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
Because it's been a long road to where we are now. So I think y'all will love it.
Yeah, man.
Honestly,
it's different.
Yeah,
but it's amazing.
It's refreshing.
So when we release the album, it'll be released on vinyl. And speaking of which, I got to give credit to our awesome record label, Golden Robot Records. For our record's going to be on vinyl. It's going to be on CD.
Ooh.
And our lead single is called Mother, and it's kind of like the shape of Wildstreet to come. Okay,
yeah,
so like it's like, you know, expect the unexpected.
Oh,
we're planning a very cool experience to follow.
Yeah, man.
So.
It's very. Yeah, man. It's gonna be. It's
a very long song. It's different, and I love it. I'm so happy that we're part of that.
So in the present, what Set It Off is setting it off.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the Set It Off track for sure. It would
absolutely, for sure, man. 100%, guys. So you had Wildstreet, you had Wildstreet 2, you had the Tennessee Cocaine album, the EP per se, with, you know, Raise Hell and Three-Way Ride and Tennessee Cocaine. Would you say that using the EP plus the previous albums as a precursor from the catalog of Wildstreet, how would you say your current record compares? Does it stay on the current trajectory of what Wildstreet fans are familiar with? Or would you say that it's got a little bit more of its own style to it?
It's got a little bit of like, it's quite different, actually. Yeah. If Wildstreet 3 was written like okay, so it took like 8 or 9 years, right? But it's got its own thing, and it's like it should be like listened to as an album, okay? Because like there's how do I say that better?
Like
it's a flow.
Yeah, it's definitely it's almost story-like, you know, like it just has a very nice flow to it.
Especially Midnight Children.
Oh man, dude, it's a really good.
And like we have songs on it we have like a song that's not like longer than normal, so it's like it's more like a story. Everything's very kind of like story.
So like some of the songs were written in 2010, 2011 during like the Wildstreet 2 Faster Louder sessions, and then some of them were like written in 2017.
Yeah.
And I like Set It Off. For
it's
example.
almost human. It goes through phases.
We spent a lot of time and we were at a studio on 23rd Street in Manhattan with our buddy Kyle and
Kyle Pass.
Kyle Pass, yeah, Pass. He's got 2 A's, so I don't know how to pronounce that. But he's awesome and he's phenomenal, and we were there like all the time. So we really like kind of got this energy that was
we dug really deep. It's really detailed.
It was awesome. I had a great time.
I feel like there's a lot of details in the album that it's definitely a record you're gonna have to listen to 3 or 4 times to even feel like you heard it once. You know, because like every single time you definitely hear something new. I hear it now, and I'm still like, holy fuck, I forgot we even did that. You know, can I curse here?
Yeah, absolutely. You can.
Fucking hey, yes, you could fucking.
By the end of the night, we all have our clothes off. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, it's definitely.
And we're all wearing jackets.
Oh man, under the jacket, I'm not wearing anything. You know, but yeah, it is definitely. I think it's the most interesting album I've heard in a very long time.
And a few of them we've already put out like Through a Ride and whatnot, but
yeah. But I feel like starting with Set It Off, it really gets into what Wildstreet is currently, you know?
Yeah. Set It Off's a good example.
Yeah. The interesting thing about Set It Off is it was written without instruments. Like we came up with like the vocals, the lead, like the whole storyline and song wrote itself, really.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I hope that answers your question.
Absolutely, brother. Definitely. Well, let's bring in some of the other guys for sure. You know, Psycho Steve, let's kick it over to you, brother.
Okay, so I'm a new fan because I actually we talked about this before we came on. I got to see you guys, and I was very pleased what I saw when you guys did support for LA Guns at La Poudre Rouge. I want to know, first of all, what the hell do you use in your hair, Eric? As you see, I'm a little follically challenged myself.
I think it's a something about Mary thing.
Oh my God.
There's a scene where they put the hair jumpers come.
Well, you know, you don't want to know these secrets. Like,
a magician never shares his secrets.
That's a good answer.
Oh yeah.
But good genes. Let's just say that.
Yeah, dude. Actually,
Awesome.
Eric doesn't use their exact hair for days. Yeah, dude.
The question I really do want to know is, how did the name Wildstreet come about?
Well, okay, let me tell you the story. So, me and Jimmy were and Dom later we were walking into a magazine shop and we reached for the same copy of Penthouse and we looked at each other and we said, Wildstreet.
That's not even a joke. It's so funny that it's pretty bad how like real it is. It was a Penthouse magazine. Penthouse magazine.
Good band.
Oh, shout out. But yeah, it's their fault.
We're gonna have to tag them now in this video.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. I used to love their stories back in high school.
Oh man. Yeah, that was shit.
We did a reenaction a few years, last year.
Last year
on our tour. We and Dom and I staged the
naming of
the naming of Wildstreet, and it's very true.
Nice. Now you guys are gonna have to do a subliminal song for Wildstreet 4 that you call "Grabbing the Rack." That people.
I'm gonna have to check out the issue.
Don't have enough stripper fans.
Exactly. Bobby Dreyer, get in here. You know you want in.
Get it. So, couple things. You remind me of fucking Michael Monroe, which is badass. Love that right there. And so, Dom, this is for you. You know, I'm a guitar player.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So do you freak your fucking audience out coming out? Look, it's only you and Tony Iommi that, doing the whole
Jimmy Bell.
You know, we love.
Oh, fuck
but,
yeah.
You know, you're in good company. I mean, how's the response?
I get a lot of. I feel like it only works well because I'm usually on the right side of the stage. So we kind of look like a unit, you know, like one guitar is facing this way and I'm facing this way, and it looks amazing. But usually I do get
what
weird
kind of unit? Wait, sorry. That one.
Yeah, man. It's a
G unit.
yeah, we got a G unit.
A unit.
You look like a unit, you know.
Oh man, it's cool. It's interesting. It's
You
hard.
you get less flack than playing guitar if you play it completely upside down. Because I play guitar upside down, but you play it stringed lefty.
Yeah, I play string lefty. Yeah. And it's cool. I think people definitely notice. Like I've had people who don't play guitar and like, why is yours different from theirs?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, it's a whole thing. You know, I've had to deal with from birth.
But you're in very good company right there. I mean, you know, it is a rarity to see a left-handed guitarist play.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's been quite an adventure. You know, finding guitars and breaking guitars has been the curse of my life. Because where do you find one? You know. But
on the street outside my house.
You know exactly how Jimi Hendrix was.
We was
You're experiencing the same thing Jimmy was.
Me and Dom were coming to Eric's place to do something, like an interview or something, and Dom left the guitar outside. And then we came up like 15 minutes in, we're like, wait, your guitar is outside. And then it was gone. So we're like,
yeah,
and then, you know, the knucklehead who stole it kept going, fuck, it's left-handed.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
Totally.
yeah, it's so true.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it's quite
I think
it's
the
interesting.
intonation is off.
Yeah, it's interesting. I do like it though. I feel like it is its own thing, and I rock it pretty well, man. I'm a lefty ass dude, you know.
You are lefty ass dude.
That's badass. Cool.
That's awesome, man, for sure. Mr. Perlswag, get in here, dude.
All right, so I have a different type of question. You guys met Jimmy Fallon years ago. You performed on his show, not the Tonight Show, but what was that experience like for you guys? And did you get to actually chat with Jimmy, and how was he? Like,
Well, I dropped the F-bomb like I think maybe 5 times on air. I think I think that it was fun. Like, I think we got to talk to him. I don't remember. It's like it's a different lifetime, to be honest. And like that period of Wildstreet was
Weird.
It was weird to say the least. It's not like this Wildstreet. So, but yeah, it was a fun experience. And my guitar player at the time was the guitar player in Dirty Penny or something. He got a perm, and that was cool. And he got to play with the Roots or something. But I dropped the F-bomb on national TV 5 times.
Oops.
It happens.
Cool.
Oh, the youth.
Right.
I'm so disappointed. He's only done it once on the Metal Summit. What the fuck?
We'll get to it as the drinks as Dom starts passing that bottle across. It'll start getting a little bit more up there and stuff. Angel, let's bring you right in, dude. Question for yourself, and let's hear from the Metal Summoners, dude, and all the Wildstreet Wild ones.
Well, definitely want to thank all of the fans that are watching. Please feel free to submit your questions. Don't be shy. My question is, what's the biggest pressure making this last album? Because I know when you're making an album, you almost like you don't want to disappoint fans if you go in a different direction and so on. What was the biggest pressure making this great fucking album that everybody should fucking get after we finish? Go on the website.
There was
Pre-order.
There was absolutely no pressure. However,
Okay.
I also didn't want to do the same thing. That's the point of Wildstreet 3. It's like there are some songs that are similar to the old sound of the band, like that being like Tennessee Cocaine, for example.
Yeah.
But like I would say that Born to Be, Set It Off, Mother, which that's the lead single for the album. they're very different, and like, to be honest, like, I love glam rock, but we're not just a glam band. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we're a hard rock band, and we write good songs. So,
and we all come from different backgrounds. Like the new lineup,
Exactly.
like I grew up playing in a technical death metal,
him
jazz.
too.
Dom is also super deep into thrash metal, and me and Dom have been working on a lot of funk and R&B. So we're literally all over the place. Like it's like probably like the most diverse band musically in terms of just like when we're on tour and we're in the bus and we're just like playing something. Yeah. It could be anything from Kelly Clarkson to Tony Williams to like Slayer
to Cannibal Corpse.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
And like we'll play it and like we'll see and like we'll play like the top 20 and we'll be like, oh, what is attracting audiences now? And we'll like, and in certain ways we'll incorporate certain things, but it's like we're all over the place.
We never listen to Tony Williams. What are you talking about?
Oh, wait,
I listen to Tony Williams.
As far as pressure goes, I did have a big pressure on this album because having to write guitar solos after Eric has written guitar solos for Wildstreet is not easy. Okay, because Eric is probably the best guitar player I've ever met in my life. So just having to be like, oh fuck, I gotta write some really like good shit because Eric is just
You gotta hear the solo. When you guys hear the solo on "Set It Off," you'll understand. Dom killed it, and also the lead single on "Mother," it's Dom, and in my opinion, it's the best Wildstreet solo ever.
Oh,
that is a
I'm
great
that.
solo.
I'm that.
That's
yeah.
so cute.
Oh yeah, it is good. No, but yeah, dude, that was a lot of pressure. I feel like solos on this album were definitely it was my first time writing that far into Wildstreet songs, at least like as far as solos go. So I was just like, fuck, the pressure is on, and having like put on this show and making it memorable, and that was definitely difficult, but I feel like it went well. I feel like it went well.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys definitely gonna love it. You're gonna love
There were days and days of just fucking perfecting the solos. That
man. Yeah, absolutely
crazy.
Yeah,
man, I love Rock Again.
Yeah, man.
Solos.
Solos. Every song is a solo on it. So every song is a solo on it. Fuck
except
yeah.
for Three Ray Ride. No, it does.
It does. Yeah. Yeah.
I got a question I got my next question from Lonnie Hammer. Lonnie Hammer wants to know, by the way, hey Lonnie, how's it going, dude? What is your favorite song to play live and why?
Set It Off is our favorite song to play live. Why? Because after the first chorus, everybody knows the words, so everybody's singing.
Yeah. And it's really bumpy. Like it's almost like fucking like it's really like stompy, It has a good vibe to it.
My favorite song to play live is Hot Licks, personally. I don't know why I enjoy that, but drumming wise, I enjoy that song. I think it's got good energy. Good
well, you don't count.
Oh, you're in the back.
Hey, Lonnie's a drummer.
Damn. Yeah. Don't worry, Locke. That question came from a drummer, dude. He's got your back.
Yeah, he's a great drummer.
But I think Tennessee Cocaine's also probably my number one. But
yeah.
That's fun too.
I feel like, yeah.
Actually, all of Wildstreet.
I have a solo in that one. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. You do have a drum solo in that. Shit.
Yeah, it's cool.
Fuck yeah, drum solos.
But that's fun.
Locke's early influences were Keith Moon.
And, we were talking about that, yeah.
And who else?
Nico McBrain from Maiden, and I listen to a lot of Japanese rock and metal, so like a lot of random Japanese dudes.
Well, yeah. So what are their names?
Like Yoshiki from X Japan, Shinya from Lunacy. They're like all
Pikachu from Pokemon.
Pikachu. No, but there's like these there's like a lot of like this goth 80s, like early 90s movement in Japan where they were doing like this kind of hardcore meets like shoegaze kind of thing, which is hard to explain, but I got super into that in high school. I still listen to it all day. So in terms of just like what I'm doing now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and that's how me and Eric really bonded because after Wildstreet went on hiatus, he was in a band called Brave to Kill with my friend Felix. And it's like Felix is super into Japanese rock. So that's how I ended up joining Wildstreet, was just like my mutual friend with Felix. But
yeah,
man.
So now we just
also story.
Blah blah blah. So what's the next question?
Oh, don't even sweat it. Locke, one of these days when I'm able to hit my next Wildstreet show, we'll be able to talk because I'm all about those bands like Durian Gray, Gilgamesh.
Oh, fuck yeah! I've seen Gray 3 times.
Trust me, dude. We'll get to talking.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but absolutely. So Eric, Locke, Dom, you guys spoke briefly off the air before we went live about how Eric, this is a little bit aimed at you to begin, about in 2013 taking some years off when it came to Wildstreet after the first couple of records, connecting with now what has been you guys as the core of Wildstreet moving forward. So talk a little bit about how that was getting to know each other's playing styles first up to the present.
Well, okay, so like we decided, me and Jimmy, our other guitar player, decided, hey, it seems like the right time. Let's start Wildstreet again. And so we got the show at the Gramercy Theater in New York, and I asked because before Wildstreet started again, I was playing in this band Rave the Kill, which Locke just mentioned, with this dude named Felix, right? And Locke plays with Felix in this
We
band.
have a band called Skyver. It's very based in Japanese rock, and that's how I met Eric. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I was playing. We're just a big family, right? So so I was playing with Felix in this and writing in this other band, and he's like, yeah, why don't you ask Locke? So I met Locke, and he played for 5 minutes. I was like, okay, he's perfect. and then and we still, like, Felix was only filling in for one gig, right? So like I put an ad on Craigslist, which worked for me in the past because in 2006 I put an ad on Craigslist and I met Jimmy, right? And so I put an ad out and Dom answered, and Dom was like, yeah, and he thought, I'm going to join a Wildstreet cover band.
He thought it was a Wildstreet cover show. He literally,
Yeah,
isn't that hilarious?
I thought, because I liked Wildstreet before I joined Wildstreet. I was comparing, you know that movie Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg? I was compared to that because I loved Wildstreet before I joined Wildstreet, and then I'm like answering. I got out of like a big dealish band at that point, and I was like, fuck that. They kicked me out, and I'm like, I'm gonna join every band until like something happens. The first band I responded to was just this ad, and it was like, hey, we need a guitar player. And they were talking about Wildstreet songs. I'm like, oh, it's a Wildstreet cover band. Whatever.
He's like, is this Eric Jake?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, I don't care. I'll join a Wildstreet cover band.
I love that.
And then whoever I'm texting is like, hey, come to this venue to meet me and like let's talk in person. And when I show up, I just see this big blonde hair walking down the street, and I'm like, "That's the guy from Wildstreet." I'm like, "Oh shit! I guess I'm officially joining Wildstreet." So awesome. Yeah, and that was
needless to say, Dom came to the first rehearsal. He got the gig. You know.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
remember that.
It seems like
we got a brother.
Oh my god, we can't even go.
That's like before people come to meet you, like that stuff's gonna work.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And
I believe on a spiritual level that there's energies, and when you showed up for that audition rehearsal, I was just like, this is it.
I was like, line 6. Nah, you can use my JCM.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I was also like 17.
Yeah, me and Dom were both like just 18. Like, yeah, like. Fuck yeah.
But as far as musical, like connecting musically, I think we do all have common bands that we love. Mm-hmm. You know, all of our favorite bands are the same band.
Yeah.
But we do like things outside of that as well. But I feel like we really connected over the things that we do all really like, and we kind of just got it. You know, I feel like once we were in the same room, we were just like, oh yeah, know how to. Yeah.
It's always been generally like a perfect like synergy. Like we all just like,
it's never been too different.
Everyone compliments each other, and we never really get bored of each other. It's hard to explain, but we've definitely had like this mold that's been there.
It's definitely not one of those bands where we all hate each other. We definitely work.
Next question.
We don't hate each other.
No.
Next question.
I love these guys.
Oh, absolutely. No, this is all good. Steve, bring your ass on in here.
So you guys did direct support for LA Guns and a mix of assortment of other bands. Can you tell any stories, bands that you've went on tour with or did support with that were really cool or really dicks?
Strike 9. Oh yeah, you're
Suicidal
right.
tendencies.
So we've played with every incarnation of LA Guns forever. And I do have to say that another label mate of ours, Jizzy Pearl, was exceptionally he was really nice to me, like in the old days. So I just want to give him a shout out. But yeah, like we toured Europe in 2019 with LA Cobra and Strike 9. They're great bands and great friends of ours.
Absolutely, man.
We've like, you know, we played with Michael Monroe, which was like
Very cool.
Nobody can follow Michael Monroe.
Oh man!
Oh my gosh! It's like crawling on, you know, hanging from the bars and like playing saxophone and playing harmonica. It's like, oh my god! It's like, you're brilliant. But we played with we won the Rockstar Energy Drink Battle of Bands and played with Avenged Sevenfold and who else was on that? Seven Dust and a bunch of other bands. And that was pretty awesome.
It was great to see fucking Def Leppard in like the front row. Like that was unreal when we played that festival with them. That was like crazy.
We headlined Rocklahoma on the side stage for 5 years and played 6 years, which it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, that was fun.
To make a long story short,
there was a huge tornado at that festival, and like that was crazy.
Yeah, look at me.
It's still affecting
that was fun.
You were so
well, let me take a quick follow up off of Steve's question. Is there a current band that you guys have your eyes on that you would just really love to play with?
Mother's Finest.
Well, yeah.
Oh
Mother's
my God!
That's the band's favorite band right now.
They're a '70s funk band that really should have broken
like
out.
Funk rock.
Funk rock. They're like heavier. They're like heavy funk. But they're still around, and we would love to fucking do some shit with Mother's Finest.
But if not, Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, for real? Oh, dude, yeah, hell yeah. All about it.
Yeah, I'm done with that. King's X would be fun.
Yeah, true.
No, man, it's
hell yeah. That's awesome, man, for sure. Bobby Dreyer.
So I got a craziest fucking thing. You guys went from a 5-piece band, Jack, to a 4-piece. Why the personnel change?
COVID happened.
Yeah. Oh, don't give me that. Come on. Let's get dirty.
No, there's no like issues or bad blood.
Yeah.
It's like we're all friends.
Johnny's like my best friend and my brother, and just like certain things just don't. He lives farther. There's a lot of different things going on, but it's not like.
But was it musically a style issue?
It had nothing to do with music.
At the end of the day, it had nothing to do with personally at all. It was just like
even music.
My best friend wants to do something different. Like it had nothing to do. It was just timing, and it was just
and the current state of the world is just very like people just want to do other shit.
Yeah,
exactly. We're all best friends still to this day.
But do you guys feel like it's easier working with a 4-piece band than a 5-piece? It's
we're still a 5-piece band. We just haven't decided who is going to be the 5th member.
Yeah.
So for now we're 4-piece because we can count on the 3 of us and our guitar player Jimmy, who I started the band with before dinosaurs were on Earth. So it's like we just want to make sure because we have a lot of stuff going on and it's a commitment and it's not
it's more than a commitment though. It's almost like a relationship. You just can't put somebody in.
It's not like you want to play.
It doesn't matter how good they are. The chemistry's got to work.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing, and especially when it's not like we're just playing at a bar once in a month. It's like, hey, are you willing to leave anything that you're doing to tour for like months? It's not like
exactly. Like our 2021 schedule. Well, it's gotten a little changed for February, but we're planning on playing every show that is booked from I I guess the end of the month from
Yeah.
February 28th.
Yeah, we're playing a show this month.
Yeah.
So
in Delaware.
yeah.
So like we have plans to tour at least in the U.S. I can say that we're going to probably 99% we're going to play these shows. So
Man.
it's kind of a commitment. So
Cool.
I can't wait for everybody to see Wildstreet. It's been so fucking long.
Wow,
like
man.
it's like everybody's got to rock,
Well, you guys have also always done very well with surrounding yourself with good players and also good character. I mean, I've seen a couple different, for lack of a better term, versions of the band. I know it's really been the version of the band and stuff, but I mean, I've seen you guys with Johnny. I've seen you guys with Aaron. I've seen you guys, with a few different, like some say fill-ins, some say, permanents and stuff like that. But my point is, I mean, regardless of the band that you're going to see on the stage, you guys always give it your all, and you've always been surrounded by quality players and quality characters.
Shout out Aaron.
I can say that the Wildstreet is its own thing, right? And it's larger than any single person. It's larger than, it's not, I'm going to go see Eric Jake, it's I'm going to go see Wildstreet, because everybody's personality comes across, right? And whoever's there that night is Wildstreet, and people come to see Wildstreet.
Yeah,
it's like a cult.
It's like a possessed.
It's like
dude.
We're a gang. We have.
we really are kind of.
We have.
Shout out FBI.
We have extra people who join our gang. It's
man. Yeah.
You're like a gang. You're like a fraternity.
A sorority.
I could just imagine who's going to get paddled at any given show. But on that note, Jason, take it away.
Paddled?
So I'm gonna kind of keep it on the topic, and so everybody has their moments when they're on the road, whether they're good, bad, or ugly, and I am curious, and I'm sure that a lot of other people would like to know or hear of the most how do I word it? The most odd yet fun thing that you've experienced on the road that you'll never forget.
Yeah, that's
man.
We have a multitude, from being detained in Europe to touring in a tornado, but like I think Eric just referenced when we played at Rocklahoma with Def Leppard and all that shit, like there was a huge tornado, like the show, like
no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the hotel.
No, but the lead up to it was the hail and all that shit. Man.
Oh, the tornado, yeah, that's true. I forgot.
Whatever, you can go into your version.
What about the hotel? The dad and the step.
Oh,
we had a girl. We sit at this hotel, and the room next to us, the girl was a fan, and she like wanted to pick. You guys go.
Basically, a mother-daughter.
It was so weird. It was like
and her dad.
Like the mother came in. She must have been in their 60s, and she was pretty obese, and she fucking flashed us in our hotel room.
And she ran to our hotel room and took her shirt off.
And she took her shirt.
So we all tried to hide in the bathroom. And then her husband came in, and he was like,
and then her husband comes in, and he goes, I know what you rock and roll boys do. Like we were gonna fuck his wife, like and we were just like, hold up,
like a bad porn movie.
Yeah, it was the worst.
I would have done her. Go ahead.
Wasn't that like an episode of Porky's?
Yeah, dude, for real, man.
Again, you crazy kids.
Yeah, but it gets pretty bad, man. Like, I don't know. I feel like every day is a new adventure on tour.
What town did this happen in? Do you guys remember?
That was in Oklahoma.
So, Jack, did you sign her boob down here?
I'm trying to find out what town this is in.
But her daughter was a fan, and it got really dark because like we got a picture in the morning, and she was like,
"All right,
where's your mom?" And then she was like, "Oh, my dad got really mad last night. She's not coming out." And I was like, "Oh, what does that mean?"
Oklahoma.
That's sharp. But
Yeah.
yeah, we always have fun.
Yeah. If you're watching, hit me up.
You guys got to make shirts saying "Hide your granny." You know.
The goal is to have like.
Well, nobody knows their mistresses and their cougars like Angel does. So, Angel, get on in here, dude.
We just want to have someone.
All right, let me refocus and reshift
Oh, good
to
luck
the
with
fan
that shit,
questions.
dude.
Okay, Okay, this is like a two-part question for Locke, and it's from Lonnie and myself. It's a drummer's question. Do you like Tommy Ulrich
I'm not
from
gonna-
Whitesnake?
I'm not. I know the name, but I'm not super familiar with.
He's the drummer in Whitesnake.
Okay, so this is gonna shock everyone. I'm not a huge Whitesnake
You do like
fan.
Tommy Aldridge, Joe. Trust me, you do.
I'm sure
He's
I like
been
him.
in 7 billion bands.
I'm sure
He's
I
been
like
playing with
him.
Ozzy, with Randy Rhodes and Ozzy. He's been forever.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a phenomenal
Yeah,
drummer.
yeah.
I'm just like I listen to such weird music that like I've never like sat down and listened to Whitesnake ever really.
That's a shame. We should do that.
No, that's cool. No, that's cool. We understand. I mean,
Well, I know the name.
I never listened to grunge, so don't
but
feel bad.
listens to Nelson.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for Love and Affection. I just I've heard the name and I think I've seen a drum clinic that he did and I think it was really good. But
He has
yeah,
an afro, so he's cool.
yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah,
I like
I'm all about that.
He likes Shinya from Duran Gray. Like,
Oh, Shinya's my boy. That's the man right there.
Yeah,
There's
like,
no
what,
one.
like 110 pounds.
I listen to drums. Yo, I listen to drummers all over from every genre, and Shinya is this drummer where you can listen to the drum parts and be like, what is happening? You're just like, how is this guy doing this as a human being? It just doesn't make sense. So that I will put Shinya on my list.
We'll do this.
stay with it, Angel.
This question is from our good friend Matt Porter. Which are the bands that you bond over?
Def Leppard is the number one.
Yeah,
Def
probably.
Leppard, Guns N' Roses, Motley
AC/DC.
Crue,
Motley
AC/DC.
DC.
Mother's Finest.
Mother's Finest
It's
is the new one.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Shout out Mother's Finest.
Yeah. Who else? We
Vamps, you and I bonded on
Vamps.
that. There's Japanese band Vamps.
Dom and I like Dom likes Thin Lizzy.
I love Thin Lizzy.
But I like Gary Moore, so that's
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. What? I mean, all of it. John Sykes is in Thin Lizzy. Yeah, dude, for sure.
John Sykes was the
And,
Yeah,
I
baby.
didn't know that.
Come on, Thunder and Lightning. That's John Sykes.
Isn't that a massive
Lizzie wants to know, when COVID's over, any plans to tour Canada?
We'll work on it. We had some tour dates last year scheduled with I'm not sure if you're familiar with this band Love Razor.
They're really good.
They're really awesome, and hopefully we'll get to play together.
Yeah.
They're from Toronto, I think.
And yeah, so
Yeah.
that's about Canada.
Right. But hopes are up for Canada. We'll definitely look forward.
Canada.
I used to go to Canada every year. My family.
If y'all go to Vancouver, go to the strip clubs and tell me what they're like for us that cannot make it up there. Remember Vancouver, visit the strip clubs. Let me know what it was like.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Stay up there.
We go in every town.
Yes.
Questions from Lonnie again. What's your process when writing?
A lot of insanity.
Yeah.
No, like the process is we make a demo and then we give it to our guys and our guys make it their own, really.
Yeah.
But we, meaning me and Jimmy, like we'll have like a song idea or like a song template and a demo and you know, because you got to present people with something. So like but then again, the other night at band practice, we jammed for what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes,
Really good.
and
We wrote like 4 songs.
yeah,
Yeah.
we just played, which is exactly what
A band should be doing.
yeah, and like what honestly, like I would love for everybody to collaborate together.
My favorite concept is
So,
a band gets into the studio for 2 weeks and they write a song a day. Like I think we should try that sometime.
Dude.
so being on that topic, David wants to know who is most responsible for writing new material.
Well, from the old days, me and Jimmy wrote a lot of the songs, and then like first like Set It Off. My friend Alvin joined us, and we wrote Set It Off in one day, one afternoon. Doesn't mean like when you write a song, it's like giving birth, right? It's like the song exists, but it doesn't exactly like it's not the song, you know.
Right.
Like Set It Off was not the song at that day, but it it takes a few weeks afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Or a few months or whatever. But like Born to Be took a couple of years, you know what I mean, to get right. But we wrote other songs in the meantime, you know what I mean? So I hope that answers your question. Wildstreet has like quality control. Like we don't want to release anything that's not awesome. Yeah. So we don't. But we've written thousands of songs.
Collectively, I'm pretty sure we have 90,000 years worth of music.
So here is my question. What's the process when it comes to coming up with the set list? What's the madness, the process of...
what we're feeling. It's more like based on feel.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the day, who we're playing with. Really, like, you know, the weird thing about America, like I feel like in Europe you can kind of just wing anything and they'll love it, you know. But because they're fucking nuts over there, but American crowds are definitely more. You have to analyze more what you're playing. It's more mathematical almost.
Like politicians.
Yeah, it's more mathematical. I think we do plan out sets here more than we do anywhere else.
Well, there are certain staples that are in our set.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
A lot of times we'll start the show with one song, like "Shake It," for example, because you know it works. People like it. So, but then we have to like plan guitar changes and all the other things. But really, yeah, it's
something about Europe makes you want to experiment more. Maybe I don't know what it is, but
makes you want to experiment.
I definitely got a good question for you, Eric. This is coming from Brian. He wants to know, who do you think should play you in a future documentary?
Who should play me? Waldo? Is that?
I'll play Eric.
I don't know. Dom?
Hell yeah.
Works for me. Yeah, that's my best answer.
Cool. Well, I know that it's 10 o'clock, which means we got to pause for our sponsors. Jay?
Yeah, no problem. Before I kick it over to Psycho Steve, we always want to take a second to thank our sponsors, our endorsers, people that work with us to help better us, and we do everything we can to help them grow as well. So we always want to give a lot of love to Bradley Entertainment for being involved with us and really giving us a lot of love and support to be able to do events with them and back us. So Bradley, Dawn, Angie, we thank you guys so much. We love you guys to death. We want to thank Sarah and Cadaver from Twisted Vines Horror Decor out of Rhode Island. We really appreciate everything that she's done for us as well. Levy Metal, Levin Lewis, Levy Metal Enterprises, custom guitars, stage equipment, stage props out of Maryland. Thank you so much, brother. And of course, we always want to thank TMS alumni, Mark Hall, Janet Romano from Rock and Horror Apparel, custom clothing that they do for members of the Metal Summit, as well as Mark's musical project, and Janet being a horror actress of her own right. So we really appreciate everybody working with us and being down for this project. Anybody who wants to be involved with us, reach out to any members of the Metal Summit. We would love to work with you, help you guys grow as we continue to grow ourselves. So we really appreciate you guys getting down. Don't be shy. We love the world, and we definitely want to be involved with everybody. Psycho Steve, let me kick it over to you, though, brother. Why don't you kick off this segment?
Okay. I've seen a couple of your music videos on YouTube. On the new album, is there going to be any music videos coming?
Well, we've released 3 music videos with for Wildstreet 3, Tennessee Cocaine, Three-Way Ride, and Still Love You, which you should definitely go watch Still Love You, because that video is awesome.
Yeah.
But the lead single for the album, Mother, which will come in May, there will be like a 7-minute music video.
It's a movie.
It's gonna be a short film.
It's gonna be a short film. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yes.
Yeah. But music videos, yeah, that we
got it.
Yeah, we got them down. I think we look good. Yeah, we look pretty good.
Because that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Yeah, I like them. Yeah, I'm all about music videos, man. There's nothing like visual entertainment, dude. That shit's
Visual entertainment.
That shit's hot.
Yeah. So and Set It Off, the lyric video will come out. Will come out on the 15th of February, and it's pretty cool. Yeah. So.
Wait, what are the other two? Barnaby has a lyric video.
Yep, and Tennessee
lyric
Cocaine
videos.
has a lyric video as well.
Yeah,
it's
right.
all by the same guy, Angel Garcia. So
yeah,
nice.
We got some good stuff going on for all the videos, for all the songs actually off this record so far. Yeah, man.
Nice. So you mentioned those songs being involved with Wildstreet 3 that were also on the Tennessee Cocaine EP. Are those the songs, the only songs off that EP that are going to be on Wildstreet 3, or is it going to involve all 3 of those songs?
Okay, so the Tennessee Cocaine EP was pressed only for limited reasons, because we were looking for a record label first, and that's why it's called Special Edition, and because we had international shows booked last year. And the band's got to support itself, you know what I mean? And so there's only right now there's only 200 copies of that EP pressed, right? So anybody who owns that, it's going to be a collector's. So anyway, yeah. So Tennessee Cocaine, Raise Hell, and Three-Way Ride are part of Wildstreet 3. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
And the Tennessee Cocaine EP was really just a makeshift solution to get us through touring last year. And so, again, it's a collector's item. So it's got instrumental versions, and the clean version of Tennessee Cocaine, and the dirty version. It's available still. We have I believe 100 copies left or something, less than 100 copies left. But once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, they were just like a tour item, right? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. It's
nice.
So.
No, for sure. And speaking of touring, one of the things that you guys were doing last year is you were doing a thing with Kickstarter for your European tour, trying to set up cool things to make that happen. Since 2020 was kind of Motley, get out of here, dude. Since 2020 was kind of the year that got erased from music, what was kind of the status of what is kind of the current status of getting back to Europe for you guys, if at all, currently?
We have I can't announce the first date because but it's a pretty big gig in Switzerland. Okay. And I'm really excited for it, to be honest. And again, I can't share any details, but we're planning if the world
allows.
If the world allows, we're planning on being in Europe in July, in early July, immediately before we come back to US to play Rockfest. So it'll be a late June, early July, and then we tour for maybe 5 weeks or 6 weeks in the US. So,
yeah.
Woo! On to the Snoop Dogg.
God, that's awesome, man.
Well, here's a sign. We do have a fan from Switzerland watching, so that's a sign.
Very cool.
For sure. And we did have you guys scheduled to play Fish Head just outside of Baltimore here in the year that time forgot. So we definitely hope, for my sake, that we get that one back for sure, because I definitely look forward to hanging out with you guys very, very soon, as soon as we can get it. But Bobby Dreyer, It's about time for those question time bombs you like to throw, dude. Throw us another hand grenade, dude.
All right. So you guys tour Europe. You do a lot of things over there. Craziest fan thing that ever happened to you guys? Male right there.
In Europe?
Yeah, man, come on. You know.
Oh, in Europe.
Remember that time that that you got stuck to my guitar?
Oh, I do remember. Oh, dude, no way. Yeah,
Like,
he's right. He's
like,
right. That was my
like
bad.
I don't know what happened. Like maybe it was like glue or something.
But
Like
we were tangled.
but we were tangled.
We were tangled.
And we got through the
Were
show.
we scissoring?
Finger tapping.
We played a show in the Netherlands, and people stayed till like 9 in the morning.
Oh,
and there was like Wildstreet.
They
musical
closed
chairs.
the venue so that we could party. It was pretty fun.
Probably the glue. Like they were all intoxicated on the glue that glued
Oh,
my guitar.
man. They snort sniffing glue out here, man. Fuck yeah.
Jesus.
So much.
Oh, it's always,
Craziest fan you ever woke up with? Male or female?
I'm a virgin.
Woke up with.
Well, yeah, okay. So like on our first tour in 2009, we didn't wake up with him, but we tattooed the shit out of this dude in Denver.
Oh, yeah.
So
man.
like you know, like we had to autograph his arm and shit, and like, man, my handwriting is bad, so I feel sorry for him.
It's also just like find a girl on Tinder, hang out, go to the show.
Well, no, dude. I think that the worst people we've definitely woken up with on tour was in Europe when we slept in the Netherlands in the venue, man. Because they closed the venue for us to party, but like everyone stayed to party with us. You know,
It's the kind of thing where it's like,
except me.
oh, that's true.
So
Eric
you,
left
like-
early. Eric left early. Yeah.
It's the kind of thing where it's like, how do you tell someone like, hey, like we've been touring every day, can we like sleep a little bit? And like this is the first time they've been partying in a few weeks, where you're like, fuck yeah, like let's drink all night, and you're like, all right, like I'll find it in between.
Like, and like I got to this dude was awesome. He was really kind to let me stay, but it was so weird. Like I couldn't make any noise, and like I was so scared, and so I was awake all night, like up with my eyes wide open on the couch, and I was like, oh my god, well,
We all seen
train
Hostel.
at 6 a.m. What am I doing?
That 6 a.m. train.
Oh my god.
That girl, remember that girl? Oh, dude, she's the weirdest one you've ever woken up with. That fucking chick that took us to the train that morning.
I remember that.
Like, crazy.
She's awesome.
No, she was
She's the
great,
best.
but she was just insane.
Wait, clarification, she's awesome, but also
dude.
that was crazy.
We'll be right back.
Oh, and you just thought,
And then there were two.
I'll be right back.
no worries. Well, Jason, let me kick it up to you, dude.
So, have you guys ever been like starstruck or gotten a chance to play with anyone that you've idolized?
Well, yeah, but
I wish Dom was here. We had this story where we were getting interviewed for some radio show in Oklahoma or something, and we were getting interviewed, and I was bumping shoulders with this guy, and he goes, sorry. And I was like, oh, it's okay. And I look over, and it's Corey Taylor, the singer from Slipknot, and I was like,
Oh shit.
what? And then we were just having this interview.
David Bowie.
Oh, David Bowie, yeah.
Um,
Man, that's a better one than fucking Corey Taylor.
I'll tell you guys the story.
But no, it's like,
Bowie?
I'll tell you the story later. Let's move on.
but yeah, it was just like bumping in shoulders with a guy that you listen to music since you were like 5 or whatever. Fuck, like I was listening to Slipknot really early, so it was crazy.
Slipknot. I listened to them today. They're awesome.
Oh,
actually.
really?
I love
Okay.
them.
I love Slipknot.
Next question.
Next question, please.
Well, Angel, jump in, brother. You know the fans got something.
All right, this is a question from Lonnie Hammer, and it's a tour bus question. And everybody knows I still cannot get the word right, so help me out again.
Michelin.
Silver Eagle or Previst? I still got that word right.
PBR.
Yes. Revost. I still get that word wrong.
What are we talking about?
The question is, which tour bus do you prefer, Silver Eagle or Prefaced?
Well, you know what? We're, we're a blue collar band. We travel in 15 passenger vans. We don't have that option yet. But we have a really nice Dodge Ram.
Yeah, man. It fits all of us. It fits the gear, and we have too much fun on that bus. And we have a TV on the bus. It's great. It's a good time. We have too much fun on the bus we're already on. So hey, listen, that upgrade might be that might be trouble. So,
Run it to the
Hey,
wheel.
I'll be more than happy to supervise.
oh, hey man, please
I'll take
do.
care of the 60-year-old
Please
chicks,
do.
and you guys have the other ones.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, oh yeah, Kim Sullivan, this show's making her feel better. So we just want to say, Kim, we're so glad you're feeling a little bit better. So here's her question, and her question is, who does your album art?
We have a few artists, but the two main artists who work for us for Wildstreet 3 are Andrew.
Andrew Tremblay and Adam Carini. They're most usually like horror. They do like a lot of horror art and not only horror art, but more like 80s style, like synthwave retro art. And they were just they're the best at what they do for sure. And we were definitely going for a different feel, something more artistic, something not of just a band on an album cover. We wanted something intricate and interesting with color. So they were definitely the first option, because they're definitely the best in New York at what they do. They are hands down amazing guys.
Yeah,
in every sense. Even in person, they're amazing human beings and fucking even better artists and even better musicians, which is crazy. So we definitely went with them first, and they have delivered every single time, hands down. It's been great. They so that's their names. Graphic Mercenary is Adam Carini, and then Andrew Tremblay. Andrew Tremblay is he did the what's he done? He did 3-Way Ride.
Yeah. So yeah, those are our artists. What they're awesome.
Yeah, man.
I got a question for Dom. Again, because let me see if I can phrase the question. Some guitarists, they always got a guitar around because they never know when they're going to come up with a guitar riff. What's the thought process with you with coming up with guitar riffs? Do you always got to have a guitar somewhere in the house in case something comes to your mind, or next to your bed, or in the bathroom, kitchen?
I'm kind of more. I kind of plan out a time. I kind of have to sit down and what's it called? Take it in and really get into it, because most of the time when I'm not there in that second, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm not thinking about it, but I'm not. I'm not a guy who's just like always on it all the time. Like I like to take my breaks and just fucking hang out and chill. So yeah, when it's time for it, I definitely need a guitar. But my problem is I'm left-handed, so I can't just pick up a guitar anywhere. But that's also a blessing, because things sound interesting on a right-handed guitar whenever I play them. So it's always more intricate, more interesting whenever I play it backwards. So I'm into that. But usually I usually pick out a time and I sit down with my guitar and I but it is every night. It is every day, So I would definitely say that. Yeah, you write and you play every day, and what works. You keep that and you throw away the rest. Yeah.
And Lonnie wants to know any endorsements you want to give a shout out to. Here's your chance.
Whoa.
COVID.
Yo, for real. Endorsed by COVID.
So okay, strings, PRS guitars, Golden guitars. They helped me out for how long? 7 years, 8 years, yeah. And Line 6 for a while, and more, and Metal Dozer stands, the best mic stands ever. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, yeah. I currently play Doggone Strings, which are great. Definitely some like my favorite strings I've ever played, and I'm doing a few things for them in the upcoming months. It's been amazing, which is super fun.
Dallas Guitar Show. I see you're doing.
Oh yeah. I'm playing at their booth at the Dallas Guitar Show. It's gonna be a great time. Yeah, I'm super excited about all the stuff with them. The strings are fucking amazing. So
I may be heading down, so I'll check you out there.
Oh, come through, baby. Say hi. All right. No, but yeah, them and I got currently. Oh, Eric got me hooked up with Intune guitar picks, which is super great. I love Intune guitar picks. Or get hundreds of fucking Intune guitar picks at a time. It's great. Everything looks good. It's super fun. Yeah. So I got them so far, and then I feel like there's a third, but I feel like I'm forgetting it too. But hey, yeah, it's a good time. I'm into it. I'm into those so far. That's what I got. How about you, Locke? Oh, you got Solto.
Sultan cymbals, a head drumsticks, Canopus Japanese drum kit that I've been playing lately, and then I guess Fernandez guitars. I'm playing Fernandez guitar,
Okay.
and we'll see if you guys want.
Okay. So next question.
Well, real quick, Dom, do you still play those thick fucking guitar picks that you were playing the last time I saw you? The white ones that were like practically bass picks?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, 1.14s. Eric plays even worse. Eric plays 2.0.
Oh Jesus!
Eric plays the thickest guitar picks I've ever seen in my life, for sure.
Not anymore.
Really?
I used to when I was playing bass a lot. I would use really thick picks because it worked really well for bass. It doesn't work really great for guitar.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing when I'm playing bass is I like the thicker, like heavier, like triangle picks because I would always drop the regular guitar picks, but I like them thick so they've got that bigger bang when they hit the strings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of curious because, Dom, I have a couple of your picks from the last time we hang, and I was like, God, dude, this dude plays thick fucking picks for such little guitar strings.
I hit really hard. I play really, really hard. So that definitely is just, it's just the icing on the cake. Those picks definitely work. Yeah, those picks, they're perfect for it.
So just kind of like a fun question for you guys. You guys had Don Jameson in one of your videos. I believe it was for Poison Kiss. Was that just from, being mutuals in the New York scene, or have you known him for a little while? Is he a fan? Like, talk a little bit about that.
Well, to be perfectly honest, like I saw Don Jameson around the East Village for years. I didn't know who he was. I'm a little clueless. Let's be like, I work on music all the time. So and so my bass player at the time knew who he was, and he asked him, and he said, "Okay, I'll be in the video," and that was that. And he was in the video, and he did an amazing job, and that's a really long time ago, to be honest.
Yeah, that video has been a minute for sure. No, definitely. So, and kind of like a fun follow-up to when they were hitting you with like, fun females or males when it comes to Europe. I just can't help but ask, what's some of the craziest like booze or liquor that you guys ever came across in Europe?
Cocaine.
I mean, what's that other thing called? Juniper
we
beer?
drank this beer from Belgium called Juniper. Like it was in every green room.
It's everywhere.
It's like European Bud. It's like
it
tastes like water, but it gets you fucked up if you have like 8 cans.
Yeah, I mean, and at that point, shit.
Yeah.
But that's pretty wild. What else did we do? Did we drink anything crazy? I mean, we drank everything, which is the problem. That
I think I drank absinthe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Did you get any of like the real absinthe?
It was the Marilyn Manson absinthe.
Yeah, I had that.
Oh, Manson.
Yeah,
We just got
Manson,
canceled.
right? The Manson.
Yeah.
I have a bottle of that in my kitchen.
Oh,
It's pretty
shit.
intense. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
dude. That shit's rough. That's a
It's like a Four Loco.
Yeah.
Oh,
But Europe was fun, and
Yeah.
I don't drink before shows.
yeah.
So it's all good.
right on, man. No problem. Jason, let's kick it up to you, brother, man.
So, we heard earlier about how the band got together, how everybody met, and that process. But what inspired you guys to be musicians in the first place? Like, how did you get into it?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Nation.
Party on, dudes. No. Guns N' Roses and Aerosmith.
Nice.
I saw I'm from a small town upstate. Not so small. Like I'm from like Hippieville, right? New Paltz, right?
Oh.
And so my town finally got MTV when I was a kid, and like I had a 3-string guitar in the closet, and so I'd like play this like acoustic 3-string guitar when I was 7 years old or 8 years old, and I was like, Mom, Dad, I really want to buy a guitar. I really want to learn guitar, and so they rented me a guitar because they didn't believe me, even though like they would take me at 5 a.m. to go train to be tennis pro, and so like I'd be like I really want to play guitar, and so like they rented me a guitar, and so like I played for a year, and I learned Sweet Child of Mine and Welcome to the Jungle, and then really they bought me the guitar, and then I started playing professionally when I was 11, and in New York I started being a session guitar player when I was 18, and I played in with Sandra Bernhard for 7 years. Doing part of it was playing this off-Broadway show for 6 nights a week, 7 shows a week in Union Square, and I played on tour with her and tons of other sessions, and then I started Wildstreet.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Station, right on.
Yeah, man.
Right. Well, Locke, Dom, how about you guys? What kind of got you into it?
For me, I definitely know my first real exposure to all this was, I will never forget, one day I walked with my aunt into a secondhand store and I saw a Ramones CD for $2. It was a Ramones first album, and I was like, I need that. And it was $2, and that was all I wanted. And she was like, "You sure? There's so much cool." Because I was always like a weird kid, so I liked the weird shit. And she was like, "You don't want anything but that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's all I want." And that was my first real exposure to like real rock and roll music. And then I heard Night Train by Guns N' Roses, and that was it. And I was instantly, I was like, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. I was like, I want to make that sound for the rest of my life.
Night Train's pretty good.
Dude, that song will get you fucking hooked.
No one can deny.
Man. I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. And then from that moment on, I just wanted to play guitar. That was it. That's all I've ever wanted to do. That's all I've ever done since that day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mine
was just like my dad and my mom are both in bands and musicians from the 90s, and my dad had like a little record label, so I just like grew up like listening to music and being a part of it. And then I got really into the Who when I was like a little kid. I was like, wow, there's this band where the drummer put a bomb in his drum set. I was like, that's what I want to do. So then I just started playing drums, and my drum teacher for 9 years is the drummer in the Fugees and Stevie Wonder, and I got really good backing lessons, and my jazz teacher is Grammy nominated. I was just very lucky to be in a good circle of people that knew what the fuck they were doing. So that's where I am. Yep.
We're Wildstreet.
Cool.
Dude, that's awesome, man, for sure. I mean, you can definitely hear like a lot of those influences for sure, and I can definitely understand like, you know, how seeing those things really like would make you want to just to do that and stuff like that, you know? Just
it's like anybody listens to Tennessee Cocaine and they wonder who Locke's influences are. They've never heard rock and roll. It's like so obvious. It's like, oh my God, Keith Moon.
Yeah, right. It's so true. That's true as fuck. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, for sure. Have you since you brought him up, have you seen the new Bill and Ted movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I watched
it was
on
fucking
day it came out.
awful. It was so bad.
That was great. I love it. Just because they're They
Hates it, loves it, haven't seen it.
I personally thought it was an embarrassment.
It was pretty bad.
I thought it was just sad.
But it's cute.
But
I couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe how old they were. And they look old. That's the worst part. They look
Right.
fucking old.
I can imagine seeing the first part, seeing the second part, be like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, it's like
the whole movie is about them writing a song to save the world, and then at the end of the song that they wrote sounds like Coldplay, like a
Yeah.
parade. And I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? And like they're replaced by their daughters who are like gender fluid, and I'm just like, all right, like I'm out of here, like well, fuck this shit.
Yeah, it was.
I haven't seen it.
Let's be honest, it was pretty bad. But
It was pretty bad. Like
my dad said, it's still whatever.
I ride or die with Bill and Ted. I love Bill and Ted. Look, I was happy that I got it. Like, I'm glad I got to see it. I've met Alex Winter, and all we did was talk about when he was directing the music videos for Extreme. So, like, I mean, I was happy to get it, but I was definitely watching it going like, this is fucking weird. Like,
yeah, not the movie you
bad.
expected. Yeah,
not the movie I expected. I was expecting like the last movie. I personally still like Bogus Journey a lot. I think it's got a little bit of gem quality to it. And the movie ended with Kiss. So
right.
then I got this, and I got like electronic, like, you know, Wang Rock, and I was kind of like, what is going on here?
The best part about it was all like the air guitar leads were all recorded by Tassin Avasi from Animals as Leaders.
Animals
as Leaders. And
I love
it. Yeah, that was the best part.
That's awesome.
Yeah, wasn't it Faith No More in the Bogus Journey one?
Yeah. Jim Martin.
Yeah.
King is X was supposed to be in Bill and Ted's soundtrack, but they got kicked off for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Locke knows a lot of things.
I just found out that story.
A lot of things for sure. That's awesome, man. So we want to take a quick second. I want to reach out to the Metal Summoners. Thank you guys as always for tuning in with us. It is, however, last call for alcohol, guys. Any final comments, questions that you want to hit the band with, get them in the comments now so that we have them when for this final go around, guys. So last call for alcohol. Get those questions in there. Bobby Dreyer, it's all you, brother.
How the hell can we promote the shit out of you guys and get, Wildstreet out there?
Okay, so follow us on Spotify. Follow us. The easiest thing to get to Wildstreet is if you type in FM2 Rock Wildstreet. You can get us on streaming services, Apple Music, Amazon, Deezer, Spotify, everywhere. Right. But
so what is that again? It's FM2.
Yes, FM2 /Rock Wildstreet. And so, like, if you want to rock, then you rock Wildstreet.
We'll put the link up on our site. Everybody can get it, hit it. We'll post it out. It'll be on everything right there.
Excellent. Excellent.
Awesome, man.
Right on, for sure. Angel, let's kick it down to you. Fans, you still have a little bit of time to get some questions in there. I'm just kicking it to Angel for anything that we had before the announcement.
Yes, let me kick it off with Candace Ann. She wants to know, do you have a dream venue place to play?
MSG.
Zep Tokyo in Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
Just some Zep Tokyo in Japan. It's like 3,000. It's like a venue that would be really cool to play, like and achievable.
Yeah. I want the point of the Kings of the World tour was that there are places, there are fans that have never seen us, and we want to bring our music to them. So, straight to the top. That's what I say. So,
Mongolia.
Definitely not Madison Square Garden, because I live in New York. So, anywhere that's as big as Madison Square Garden in another city.
I'd like to see you guys at Vakken.
Yo, I'd love to play Vakken.
Oh, yeah.
So, oh my god, I love that.
I want to sell out and play MSG.
Yeah.
Castle Donington.
I'd love to play in Europe or download or whatever the fuck's going on.
Next question.
Lonnie wants to know, what's a killer new band you all like?
Well,
Spirits of Leo.
we all like this band Strike Nine.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
from
yeah.
Sweden.
From Sweden.
Yeah, from Sweden.
And
They're awesome.
they're a great band. There's a million bands. Like we have 5 playlists that we curate on Spotify, and there's new music almost every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so like
Minefield is good.
Yeah, just check out some of the bands on Golden Robot Records, and you're sure to find something that you'll like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they have really fucking.
I'll
good
shout
bands.
out a band from Brooklyn called Spirits of Leo that I'm friends with. They're a great goth rock, it's the 80s style band.
Yeah, man.
And okay, Brian wants to know if you could be remembered for only one song. What song would that be?
That would be scary. Born to Be.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
For sure, 100%.
Oh, dude, for sure.
At this point, but like, okay, Wildstreet 3 was recorded in 2018. It was finished in 2019, and we've been promoting it for already this long. All right,
Yeah.
like we're ready to move on. So
Yeah.
like, there's new songs, and tomorrow we're playing a new song that has never been released by Wildstreet, but the future is wide open. So like,
We don't even know if that song exists yet.
yeah,
yeah, we don't even know yet if the song.
we'll actually make it. Yeah,
Right, exactly. It's coming. It's coming up next.
We're an industrial band now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sound just like Rammstein.
Yeah. 9 Inch Wildstreet.
Oh,
9 Inch
Best-
Wild Street.
Faster Pussycat Industrial.
Slowly Pussycat.
That's like a Jimmy comment.
Hold it.
That's a,
Oh.
oh my god. All right, so that's
Okay.
that's our 2 cents.
Okay, Brian also wants to know, do you guys have a favorite member of the Beatles?
The dead one.
What?
I'm sorry. No. John Lennon, for sure. John Lennon is my favorite member of the Beatles, for sure.
Wait, John Bon Jovi count?
So dark, so fast.
I'm gonna say go. Just because I'm a drummer.
No,
George Harrison wrote the best songs. John Lennon's second best.
no, dude, John Lennon's my favorite. He was a badass, man.
Yeah. Mind Games is such a good song.
I stand by my answer.
John Bon Jovi.
Roger Daughtry. Pete Townsend.
Favorite.
This shitty dude.
Pete Best is my favorite, the drummer before Ringo, that's still alive and lives in the shadows.
Of course,
Beatles.
he's the best.
Pete Best. Yep, that's my guy.
Okay. That's my friends.
Angel, look what you did.
Hey, blame it on Brian. He's your buddy.
Yeah, he is. He is my buddy.
Okay, Lonnie. He says, I think they opened up for me in Pekin, Illinois. I'm trying to remember back in 2015, 16, or 17 in Illinois. Do you guys remember Hammer Down Hard?
That time.
What?
Hammer Down Hard.
What's
What's the name of his band?
Wait, what's the band?
Hammer Down Hard.
Yeah, I've never.
No.
I can't think of
Sorry.
it at the time.
2015, Wild Street was not existing.
2016, we didn't tour either. Did we?
Yeah, exactly. We started again in November or October of 2016.
2017, I don't think we played in Illinois either. I'm trying to think.
No, we played
2017, I
at
wasn't
the,
born yet.
at the Booby.
Booby trap.
Booby trap.
That's in Kansas. That's not in Illinois. I'm trying to. Yeah, I can't think of the.
I think one of your main return gigs was actually the Pre party.
Yeah.
Ooh, dude.
I always
that
have
one.
fun at that one. I've done some crazy shit at that one.
Yeah, man. What? Every year, that shit's been fucking amazing. Every year. Like, every year so far, I've played that shit. I've had a great time.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
fuck.
thank you, Dave Dillman. We love you,
And
bro.
you guys are a
Yeah.
rock band. You're supposed to have a great time.
Yeah, okay, fuck yeah.
Okay, here's my question for Eric. A lot of vocalists we interview mentioned they need sleep and water to maintain their voice when they're on the road. For you to maintain your voice, what do you need? What do you do when you're on the road?
I need yoga and I need a gym. That's all I need. I'm easy.
Cool.
Nice.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
That's a new answer.
He's not kidding. No, every single day for
Every
sure.
morning.
That's 100% fact. Yeah, every single day.
In the bag.
Yep.
Yeah.
Head in the bag, baby.
Oh, you know, she's got guns.
Hey.
But I think that one should take care of themselves, and everybody can take care of themselves in their own way.
Mhm.
Water helps, but for me, it's a little bit of exercise and a little bit of meditation. So
Yeah, that's why.
That's it.
That's why it's fun. Fuck yeah.
That's awesome. Right on for sure. Jason, let me kick it over to you, man. And I got one more from me, and we'll put a bow on it.
Right.
All right, my question is for Eric.
yes.
What or who inspired your hairstyle? Was it Robert Smith of The Cure?
Actually, I kind of fell into this hairstyle, to be honest. I was like kind of confused, and I wore these like 3.5-inch platforms, and I walked around the East Village in New York, and my hair just kept getting blonder, and I really don't know why. And then the past couple of years, I've experimented with different colors, and I think I like pink the best, to be honest.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But like why it looks the way it does, I gotta give credit to my hairstylist for forever, and her name is Tanya Pact, and she is amazing. And I wake up and I look like this. I do my hair and I look like this, so it works.
Fuck yeah.
And inspiration, there's no real inspiration. It's just at this point, it's been long enough that it's just me. You know what I mean?
Right on, man. 100%. And then the one thing I wanted to hit you guys with that I think it's kind of valuable for all the fans to get to hear. I asked this of an independent artist that we had a month or so ago, because I mean, it's one thing to ask this question to like, higher ranking up bands. I mean, it's not something I'm going to want to ask to like the fucking like Motleys of the world or any of these other bands. I think it's more important to ask bands like you that are straight up like DIY grinders, like do it yourself. Like, talk a little bit about 2020 and the COVID situation and like what exactly that did to you guys. Because I think it's important to hear it from you guys where people just aren't going to know just truly the effect that COVID had.
Right.
Okay, so COVID, we had a world tour booked, right? We had like shows in
Russia.
in
Everywhere.
shows everywhere,
Everywhere.
planned, booked, like
Every continent almost.
and pending. In for the first half of the year, our schedule was entirely set. Immediately after coming back from our first tour, it got canceled. What did we do? Well, basically, we didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But luckily, through some stupid acoustic live stream concerts I did weekly, we kept people interested. Let's just say that. But really, we just been kind of like we just
Sitting
been
ducks.
Yeah, we kind of been like waiting, and again with good promotion and like the fact that we're all into this band. We found our awesome record label, Golden Robot Records, and we signed a deal in September, and it gave us the
push that we needed during this time,
Yeah. It's been really hard, to be honest, but we're rocking now. We got rehearsal tomorrow.
Yeah, hell yeah,
man. For sure. Killer, man, killer. Angel, I'm going to kick it up to you just in case anything popped up.
Nothing popped up. Again, just want to say that I really, like I said, for a new rock band, y'all represent the energy I love in a rock band. So again, just want to thank you guys for your time on being on the show. Looking forward to seeing you guys on the road, hanging out. I'll bring the strippers. Y'all guys bring the alcohol.
All right. We got it.
We got it.
Thank you guys. You guys
absolutely, man. Thank you so much. One more time, let everybody know where they can find you.
You can find us on pretty much, if you search Wildstreet on Google, you will find us. But wildstreetmusic.com is our website. Facebook, we're Wildstreet NYC. On Instagram, we're Wildstreet Official. On Twitter, we're Wildstreet. On YouTube, we're Wildstreet. And again, just search us. Like, there's nobody like Wildstreet.
Or if you see us in the street, you say, yeah, we'll just yell Wildstreet. And
On
we'll
MySpace, we're Coldplay.
Yeah, seriously, for sure. We got Set It Off February 15th next week. And then when's your album coming out again?
In May.
May 2020.
May.
And just
Awesome.
one more
Well,
thing.
yeah.
Guys, if you really love your girlfriend, you will get her the single from Wildstreet because it comes out the day after Valentine's Day. So show your girlfriend you really love her.
Just hearts, baby. Just
If I
Set it
gave my
off.
girlfriend a Wildstreet single for Valentine's Day, I'd be single. Really? That's what you got me?
Dude, now I know what to get for my mistress.
Well, thank you guys so much again.
Yeah, my side hoe will appreciate it more.
Absolutely. Well, Eric, Dom, Locke, we appreciate you guys taking your time out again this evening to spend some time with us. Metal Summoners, we love you guys so much. The Wildstreet fans that tuned in, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Go out and get the single, support the album. The fact of the matter is, if you care about a band, buy their shit, like support them, look out for them, help get them out on the road so we can get our music back. For everything going on with the Metal Summit, hit us up on all of our social medias as well. The YouTube channel, the Metal Summit. Hit us all up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all those things for the Metal Summit. YouTube, subscribe. It's got all of our previous interviews, and Facebook will always continue to go live every single week. So we appreciate you guys hitting up all those socials and continuing to rock out with us. Next guest announcement coming out on Friday. But again, for Jason, for Angel, for Psycho Steve, for Bobby Dreyer, I'm Jay. And again, thank you, Wildstreet, for spending your evening with us. We appreciate it. Check out the single again. Comes out next week. We got you guys next week as well for a fresh episode. Thank you guys so much. We love you. As always, you've been watching. This is the Metal Summit.
Thank you.